Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Sales Guru, and I want to share with you some secrets on selling like a champion today. Now, we all know that we live in very tough times. Our markets are more competitive than they were a few years ago. Is your competition brutal? Is it taking longer to sell now than ever before? If you answered yes to these two questions, guess what? It's time to change the way you sell. It's time to find something absolutely new to stand on, or better still, to learn to fly. The way I see it, there's only one way to build a long-term loyal relationship with a buyer in today's economy. You, yes, you, have to start acting like a CEO when you make sales calls and go on appointments by starting your selling cycle at the very top of the organization. In fact, do exactly what a CEO who sells himself or herself does. Yeah, you heard right. What I'm saying is, if you're forecasting earning revenue from a prospect or customer, you must develop a relationship with the person at or near the top of that organization. That's the way of selling that the new world economy demands. It's going to take a certain amount of faith, but I promise you it's going to keep you ahead of the pack when the market is robust and protect you from economic downturns when the market isn't as robust as you'd like. What I'm going to talk about is going to bulletproof your sales career. Here are 3 questions to ponder. Have you ever lost a sale to a new prospect that you were sure you were going to win and found out later that the competitor who got the business was better positioned with a higher level decision maker? That's right. The answer is usually yes. When you learn the real reason you didn't get that piece of business that you were going after, you quickly realize it has nothing to do with the product, the price, the performance, or anything related to the competitor's offering. You lost that deal because somebody else beat you to the true approver of the sale. Here's another question. Have you ever lost a big existing customer, one that you thought was going to be yours for life? Again, the answer, after talking to thousands of salespeople, is almost always yes. So what we do is we kick ourselves around the parking lot for about 2 hours while we try to figure out how to tell our boss that our top company, our top client is history. But do we ever ask ourselves, how could I have gotten to the top to prevent this from happening? Here's the third question. Do you have all the add-on business that you worked hard for and deserve from your best existing customers? Let me guess, you don't. Instead, you've settled for small add-on orders from a few of your constituents. You've been knocking on the same doors because your current contact has you convinced he or she drives all of the decisions that affect your financial future. So here are some remedies. The secrets of a sales eagle are that, firstly, they know that the best way to get something done is to call the person in charge. Now, if your CEO were going to make a sales call, would he or she start by calling a purchasing agent or an office manager? No way. If you were to ask your own CEO whether it was a good idea for you to initiate a contact at the top, what do you think his or her answer would be? That's right, you guessed it. The answer is yes. In order for you to sell like a CEO, what you need to do is make sure that you answer these 3 questions. 1. Have you ever lost a sale to a new prospect that you were sure you were going to win and found out later that the competitor who got the business was better positioned with a higher level decision maker? I want you to write down the answer to this question. Think about a recent scenario where you lost business to a competitor. Secondly, have you ever lost a big existing customer? Write down your answer and tell me why you think this happened. Thirdly, do you have all the add-on business that you worked hard for and deserve from your best existing customers? Now, if you answered yes to either the first or the second question and or no to the third, you're going to benefit from the ideas that we present here on Selling Like a Champion today.